the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break?
Hey, what's up, guys? I had an awesome live stream last night with some awesome fellow content creators, Twiz, AR Hayes, Kiki, and we had a very good discussion last night. And what I want to talk about is we all believe that Brian is innocent, but we don't need all these false and fake narratives to believe that. Like, I will say this at the top. Linda Lane will not be in the trial because I believe that they have other cameras that spot the white Elantra. Now, and I'm not saying it's Brian's. No, I'm not saying it's Brian's. Yeah, I still believe Brian is innocent, but Linda Lane has been so corrupted that it won't be used in the trial at all. Because if it was actual evidence, then Ann Taylor, the judge, Bill Thompson, they would all have a collective meltdown knowing that evidence had leaked onto a social media platform such as YouTube. It's been so dissected and altered and everything else that it's not evidence at all. And it will not be used in the trial because it's not actual evidence. It's doctored footage. We can all have our own thoughts and opinions about Linda Lane and about the grub truck footage, but I don't think the grub truck footage is going to be making it into trial because it as well has been so dissected. And I haven't seen or heard about Fight Club. So until I see actual evidence that Fight Club existed, it's a non-point in this case. It truly is. There's two different narratives going on. There's the fake narrative, and then there's the narrative going on in the courtroom right now between Ann Taylor and Bill Thompson. So we got to discern which is the true narrative and the fake narrative. Now, am I saying Bill Thompson is not a crooked SOB? No, I believe he is crooked. 17 motion to compels. And let's see if he actually comes through with the evidence deadline of September 6th. Because if he don't, then there's going to be suppression motions coming, suppression of evidence motions. That's what I truly believe is there's going to be suppression of evidence motions coming if he don't turn over all the evidence on September 6th because that's the deadline. And that is this coming Friday. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be live streaming a hearing about it, but that's the deadline for the evidence. It's just getting so crazy and bizarre in this case. Now, do I believe that the kids were, I should say, young adults were killed in one place? Yeah, I believe they were killed in one place. You know, I don't buy the narrative that they were killed over on Linda Lane and killed over here, killed over there, because I haven't seen the evidence for it. Now, do I believe that the 4 a.m. timeline is junk? Yeah, I believe the 4 a.m. timeline is junk. The killings took place way sooner than 4 a.m. because you had all that activity around the house from 2:54 to 3:16. You saw those 4 people running away from the vicinity of the house around 3:14 on body cam. They were caught on body cam. And I can't see, you know, a lot of people say, well, look at this reflection, look at that reflection. Well, I look at it, I don't see anything. I mean, I understand a lot of people do, you know, see something in the reflections, but I don't see nothing in the reflections. I ask myself, what am I looking at? I can't see nothing. But is Brian innocent? Yes, he's innocent. I do believe he is innocent. I do believe he's a patsy. If I'm proven wrong at the end of the trial next year, you know, I'll be the first to apologize. But in my heart of hearts, he is innocent. Now, where I draw, you know, skepticism is the 8-hour timeline, the 8-hour gap. Why the police wasn't called in the 8 hours? You know, what were they doing in the 8-hour gap? I mean, we have no idea because we weren't there. We weren't in the house in the 8 hours. We don't know what was going on in the 8 hours. You know, could they? I mean, the sororities, Pi Beta Phi and Alpha Phi, was already on probation for unsafe practices. So were they trying to get something out of the house that they didn't want the cops to find because they already knew that they were in trouble and they were on probation? Their respective sororities are on probation? Possibly. Could there have been some like cleanup going on? Again, possibly. Like, we don't know because we weren't in the house. And because of the non-dissemination order, we'll never know exactly what's going on in this case. You know, truly. We don't know because we weren't there. I mean, yes, we have our own, you know, speculation and opinions and thoughts, you know, about what's going on in this case. And it's okay to have our own speculations, our own opinions, our own thoughts, you know, about the case. But coming up with false and fake narratives, that's another thing, you know, that skewers everything in this case. And I'm tired of the false and fake narratives going on. I really am. I'm tired of these contrived narratives just because there's no information, no new information in the case. Because we won't we won't find out until next year any new information or the upcoming court hearings. So what are we supposed to do? Just dissect the documents? I mean, we could do that. Dissect the documents and see what we find. Especially the 319-page document that Ann Taylor came out with. But these false and fake narratives have to go. They're not doing nothing to help the case. They're hurting the case. And they're making all of us look like liars. And I'm not a liar. I want my channel to grow. Just like I want the other channels to grow. But these bogus narratives have to stop. I can't, I'm not the YouTube police. So the only person I can actually take accountability for is myself. Because I want to grow my channel. I want to have good subscribers. I have some wonderful subscribers right now. I do. I have some wonderful subscribers and some wonderful mods. And I want even more wonderful subscribers. But I want my subscribers tuning in to something that makes them think and not something that's been gone over and gone over and gone over and gone over and gone over. Like, I understand for like the past 6 months, I've gone over a bunch of different stuff. And a lot of it's been rehashed and rehashed and rehashed. But that's gaining me some subscribers. But that's not gaining me subscribers that actually want to hear my thoughts and hear my opinions, that are enthusiastic to comment, on my stuff. Instead of, getting comments, oh, you've already talked about this, or, you're beating a dead horse. And, that's not the type of comments I want. I mean, yes, you do get negative comments every now and then. But we just need to look at the real narratives in this case and decipher what a real narrative is and what a fake narrative is. Like the real narrative is going on in the courtroom right now. And Brian is innocent until proven guilty. And I do hope and I do pray that he gets found not guilty after the trial next year. Do I think they have the wrong man? Yes, I do. I do think they have the wrong man. Because if you look at everything in this case, it's all jacked up. It's all bonkers. But am I going to push a fake narrative? No. I'm not going to push a fake narrative. I'm not going to push a false narrative. Not anymore. Now, just like we go back to the 5 hours, from 9 p.m. to 1:45, is that the correct timeline? I don't believe it is, because I've seen documentation that Xana and Ethan were at the Sigma Chi party from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if that's the case, then there's 5 hours of missing time for Ethan and Xana. And exactly where were they in that 5 hours of missing time? just like Xana's dad said that he had talked to her at midnight, and her and Ethan was at the house eating pizza. And what was the corroboration for that was the pizza box they found next to the trash that morning. So, that's a corroboration that there's 5 hours of missing time for Ethan and Xana. Where were they in that missing time? They could have been chilling at the house. Because like her dad said, he talked to her at midnight and she was eating pizza with Ethan at the house. So, but where was Dylan that night? Dylan didn't have a timeline that night. And it just draws speculation if Bethany didn't see them from 9 to 1:45, or so from what her Xana's dad is saying, that she was at the house at midnight eating pizza with Ethan. So was Bethany lying about seeing him at the Sigma Chi house from 9 to 1:45? Because I've seen the documentation that they were there for 1 hour, 8 to 9. So, and I've seen the map of the actual timeline. They were there from 8 to 9. So Bethany could be lying about seeing them there from 9 to 1:45. And Ethan did get into a fight that night, Ethan and Xana, with one of the fraternity guys, because he was hitting on Xana. So could that be a reason why they left? Why they were only there for an hour? Because somebody was hitting on Xana at the frat house? Very good possibility. But again, we don't know because of the non-dissemination order, and all we have to go by is court docs, which in some cases are helpful, but which in other cases it leads to blind speculation. And I'm so happy I have wonderful subscribers that actually like to hear my take on stuff. And it makes them think about different scenarios. But like always, guys, like, subscribe, and comment to my channel, and share my channel. Hit that bell notification for any new uploads. And I just felt like, I wanted to get this off my chest. And I love my mods. I love my subscribers. And this is TCC out.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh.